session. My name is 𝗔𝗰𝗱𝗿𝗆 and I'm one of the senior trainer in this academy. Apart from being a senior trainer, I'm also from the founding team of the academy. So as this is your first session, so I would like to understand more about you. How are you as a person? What challenges do you face in speaking English and what is your relevant goal? So are you up for this conversation?
Sorry, sorry, ma'am. Can you repeat it again?
Yeah, sure. So shall I start from very beginning?
Okay, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah. So hi, my name is Janvi and I'm one of the senior trainer over here and I'm also from the founding team of the academy and I have around 9+ years of experience into this domain. And today, as this is your first session, so I would like to know more about you, what challenges you're facing in speaking English, what is your relevant goal, and we will also discuss that how, in the long term, we can improve your English communication with regular practice. So I would request you to kindly introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for having with you. Actually, my name is Sevan and I'm from Bihar. I graduated in 2021 as an English specialization. And then after at present, I'm pursuing Bachelor of Education, which is teacher's training. Actually, if you talk about my hobbies, then I really like to listening music. I enjoy music and
Mhm.
read books. And if I talk about my English speaking journey and the challenges that I face, actually there is one incident that took place in my life. It is about 2 to 3 years ago, and like there was it is an incident that took place. Uh, there was some there was one person who asked me a sentence in English. Actually, I was there. I was in second year of my graduation, and I could not answer that sentence in English. Actually, there was a specific word, and I didn't understand that word actually. And he criticized me that you were in second year of graduation and with English specialization, and you don't even know the meaning of that word. So, and there was my father just in front of me, and he was just criticizing my education and me because of look having knowledge of that specific word.
Mhm.
So it was it was just embarrassful moment for me. So I started speaking from that time, and since that I started speaking English. But there was a gap. I just left speaking English. But ma'am, if you talk about the like challenges that I'm facing still, that is when I try to speak. So right now, the way I'm talking to you, I'm just feeling nervous from inside
Mhm.
right now. And like
Mhm.
I just it is about like I'm just lost losing the words. I'm about to forget the articulation of words and the point where I'm good at speaking the things in which I'm speaking like correctly. So I just forget those things also while speaking. I just get nervous and most of the time what happens while speaking, I just get rushed and just forget the
Okay.
words.
Mhm. Okay, so as
So
of
that
now,
is
you
what
have shared your experience, couple of negative experience you have been through, and you just mentioned that you felt embarrassment because of your communication skills, and that is one of the major reasons why you want to upgrade your English communication. And second of all, you have told me that you do feel nervous sometimes, right? So actually, this thing is very common in lot of English communicators like you, because whenever we are not very used to with anything, just say let's say if we are practicing any formula in mathematics subjects, but we just know the formula, but we are not practicing it. We are not making questions, sums. So that in that case, we will face challenges in solving any given kind of question. In the same way when we talk about English communication, because I think you come from which state?
I come from Bihar, ma'am.
Bihar. So
There
you're
is a
from Bihar?
city, Madhuban. Yes,
Yes. So in Bihar, what is happening? Hindi is there, Bhojpuri is there, right? Some people are speaking in Bengali, let's say, but English culture is not there. So most of the people don't even encourage you to communicate in English. And even when you, matlab, if you would have tried to speak in English, let's say in your school days or in your college days, then sometimes your friends also demotivate you and they see you as someone who is trying to, you can say, overshow your personality or your skill sets. So this is a very common perception in Bihar, Jharkhand, in Eastern India, I would say Eastern India. So I come from Jharkhand. I come from Jharkhand and I'm specifically from Dhanbad district. And when I was a child, I was learning in an CBSE school. But when I was learning there, even my parents used to encourage me to speak in English. But my friends and my classmates were never encouraging. So they used to give me taunts, or they used to, just they used to be very negative about it. So they were never so participative. But if you see now, English is, a non-negotiable skill. And if you
Yes,
have a better English in a competitive market like India, you can definitely overshow yourself in front of the competition. So no worries. And have you tried any other ways any time to upgrade your English communication? Have you ever tried any kind of offline coaching, tuitions, any certain apps? Because nowadays so many options are available. And moreover, some students are also practicing with the help of AI as well. So have you tried any other ways? Let me know.
yes, ma'am. I tried so many times. Like as I told you about the incident that took place some years ago, few years ago. And then I started using so many applications, and I used so many applications. So even I made so many friends from different states and countries also.
Hmm.
And I talked to them for long time. I used to talk. Actually, I used to spend a lot of time on phone until midnight. So like actually, I was completely mad behind learning English.
Hmm.
So like after that, when I moved to Darbhanga, where I stayed already
Hmm. Hmm.
for education purpose. So one time, once I was scrolling YouTube and I found a YouTube channel. Like its name is MCD, My Career Doctor,
Hmm.
and his institute is just a few kilometers away from my location. And I got to know that this is the location of that institute. So I went there, I enrolled myself, and I took classes of 3 months, and I saw the
See, you are now
improvement.
saying I do classes of 3 months. तो यहाँ पे I do की जगह I did. Yeah, you can say I completed a course of 3 months with them. Yeah, आप बोल सकते हो. Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. I completed the duration of 3 months, which
Hmm.
was like he just trains the students and like personality development, and he also teaches English. So I went there and I took admission. So after that, I just again left the practicing. So like then after it is about just 15 days ago, and again I started speaking English.
Hmm.
And there was one application, 𝗹𝗲𝗿𝗆, and I used that application also. But it was like to be honest, it was so expensive for me as a student. I need to carry all the things, and I have to pay for all these things. So like it was so expensive for me, so I didn't carry on that particular application, and I moved on. And like when I was using Facebook, so I saw the advertisement of the 0 to 100 Learn Academy. So I found that it is accessible for me, so I just took admission.
Okay, okay. Glad to know about all your experience, and I can definitely understand what you are going through. So, basically, in our academy, we have various trainers like me, and we do believe on the approach of practice plus correction and feedback. So, from now onwards, whatever you will be speaking, wherever you are going to make any mistake, I'll be giving you on spot correction for the same, and as well as whenever you will, like, if there is scope of improvement also. So I will also give you value addition feedbacks. So these two kinds of feedback will help you to speak in more efficient and better manner. Okay. So now we are going to initiate with some more questions. So my first question for you is that, as you know, that tomorrow we have the festival of Shivratri, right? So it is a very commonly celebrated festival in India. So now please tell me that what do you do on this festival? How do you celebrate the festival of Shivratri?
Actually, if you talk about myself, I am a kind of devotee person also.
Mm-hmm.
But it is my nature to not to visit temples, and I usually don't go to the temple. But when I used to live in village, so at that time I used to go to the temples, and I used to visit the fair where I used to worship the gods of Lord Shiva. But
Mm-hmm.
currently, where I'm right now, so yeah, I'm type of devotee person. But
Mm-hmm.
I do puja, but not more than that. I don't do anything. But I see so many people like they take fast on that time. So I see that kind of
Yes. So जैसे यहाँ पे you are telling many times I'm not a kind of devotee person. So devotee, the word in itself is a complete word. So here don't use devotee person. Instead of that, you can simply use I'm not a devotee. That's enough. Second, when you're talking about the rituals, that right now you're not involved into too much of rituals. So you can use the word rituals. That right now, as I'm away from my home, so I'm not into too much of rituals, but I simply offer prayer. You can say by my heart. I don't visit any specific temples and all. In this way, you can talk about it, right? Now, please tell me that you can see that in Indian mythology, there are so many gods, and every god has a special vahana, which is an animal, right? They have an animal
mm.
who is, yes, seen as the vahana of that god. So, do you think that in current scenario, humans do care for animals? Or you think that you believe that humans are now very selfish and they are not at all caring about animals and about their well-being. So what's your take on this? I would like to know that.
Ma'am, actually, as you told me that there's like different kinds of bahanas so and different gods. But
Hmm.
if you talk about the animals, really they don't care. They just keep them with themselves,
Hmm.
and but they don't care. Even though like I have seen so many like when I come across social media, I see so many videos like which is playing on social media, and I see in that video that people are beating them, people are like betraying them. So I have seen like I personal like I like there is one also side effect of like
Side effect.
if
कोई
I'm
बात नहीं, you
like
can do it.
I just,
हाँ. Mhm.
as I'm telling you that there is a side effect of like what is called like a street dog
Hmm.
that even if it happened with me
Side
they
effect नहीं होगा. You can say that the condition of street dogs is pathetic
condition
in India. Pathetic मतलब बहुत ही
yeah
खराब.
yeah yeah means the conditions of a street dogs are very pathetic in India and usually they usually bite the people like who usually work in a street. So I think they should be cared on the safer hold shelter house.
Okay, so you believe that there should be more shelters so that we can cater such animals in better way, right?
Yes,
Okay, okay, fine. What about cows? Don't you think that male cows are also, not being taken care of very well? However, for the sake of, religion, we do worship
ma'am.
male cows as nandis, but they are not being taken care properly. They are, thrown away the moment they, take birth, or they are sent to slaughterhouses also. So, what's your take on this?
But where I live, I saw the conditions of I saw the condition of cows where what they used to do. I am talking about the people they own the cows
Mm-hmm.
like like they just used to extract the cow extract the milk from there and, like they used to leave them away from like from their
Acha,
houses.
now here you are using they used to. But this is a present thing, na? This is also happening in current time. So this
Yes.
will go in present tense, not in past tense. So accordingly, please correct it.
So they usually leave their cows on the road. Early
Hmm.
morning, I always see that they usually extract the milk from the cows and they leave it on the street, and they usually eat garbage like polythenes, and like
Hmm.
because of that thing, like they usually die in that condition. And when they are old, when they are aged, so like they are not
They're not
being
productive for them, right?
yeah, like they are not productive for them, so they don't care for all these things. They they just leave it like as a street dog.
Yes, yes, right, right. You are right, absolutely right. And even I have done a very detailed study on this fact. Basically, I have been to local areas where there are dairy farms or people who are, taking care of such animals. And I have seen that especially the male cows or calves are being mistreated in a very hefty manner. And this issue touched my heart. And that's why I have adopted a male calf in my house from the last 1 year, and he's living in my house. And I also want to someday, not, it's not a short term goal, but in long term I would like to make a shelter house for such calves, especially the small ones, because they cannot protect themselves, because they are not too strong to fight with the society or wrong people. And definitely the second one, which you have already mentioned, dogs. So dogs, street dogs condition is really pathetic. They don't even get sufficient food, healthy water, clean water. So this is the major reason why they are facing so many health issues, and they die soon, or even if they are living, their life is not fruitful, or you can say their life is not happy as expected. So there are certain issues in the society. What do you think about, do you think that anytime soon India can be more animal sensitive country? Or you feel that in the coming 1 to 2 decades, there are no chances that India will become a more animal sensitive country?
Ma'am, as you said about the thing that you are really willing to open shelter home, so like it's a wonderful choice and it's a wonderful idea. I really appreciate that. But as you are asking me about the sensitivity regarding dogs in the street animals, but
Mm-hmm.
like, the people of nowadays, like this generation, how they are thinking and what are they thinking? That the way thinking is they care for the street dogs. They just want to pretend. They just pretend that they are dog lover, they are animals lover, but they don't care for humanity. What about those things? What about these things? They just pretend that they are cow lovers, they are dog lovers, but just like there is another aspect of this, that humanity, like humanity is being left behind of this. But if you talk about the sensitivity of animals, we must like as a human, we have a sense to like sense everything, to understand, to know, have a knowledge to understand the sensibility and like the pain. But they do not have. So yeah, we must be sensible to know and to like take care of all animals. No,
Also,
like
more
it is
often,
not about.
yeah, many people who call themselves a dog lover, they actually bring a exotic dog in their house, but they never, or they don't, they're not very concerned about dogs who really need their support, care, and food. So this is also one big issue I see in people these days.
This is what happening is this is what is happening, ma'am, nowadays. That like, I just told you, they just pretend themselves they are dog level. But what about the thousands of street dogs? They are not being taken care by anyone. Like they are moving freely, they are biting, and they're really scared. Even it happened with me. I had my own dog. It is about few years back when I was, I think, roughly 12 or 15 years old.
Mhm.
So there was a dog in my house. home, and like it bite me. So
Okay.
like so there was a condition. I there was a condition I wanted to leave him alone, that he will they will go somewhere. But like it was completely like he was completely mad. Like I'm talking about the dog. He was completely mad, and he used to bite anybody, like dogs also, the people. He used to like move freely over here and there. So
Hmm.
like, what about those conditions? Because I have been passed through the situation, and even though as you also might have seen, uh, like you might when you come across the social media, you might have seen the videos that are moving on social media, that are dogs are biting the people, dogs are really scratching the children. So here, these things are really scary.
Hmm. Right, right. Okay. So fine, you are absolutely right, and I can agree with your points, whatever you have said. And I feel that government needs to take more stricter option, and the government needs to be more aware, and more than government, I think we as society need to be more
Yes,
careful
yes,
about it. And I think one should, when we are adopting an animal also, then I believe that if you are adopting an abandoned animal, it's always better, because you are really adding value to their life. And definitely if you will add value to their life, they will love you, and they will also give you the same thing in return. So as I mentioned now, I also adopted a abandoned calf at that time. So he was about to, his owner was about to leave him on street, and he was just 1.5 months old at that time. So at that time, I adopted that male calf, and he's still living with me. And we have definitely, it's a big responsibility, because we
yes,
never had that environment of animal and all that. But once we took that responsibility, now we are in total love with him. And everybody in my society, whenever they are visiting us, friends, relatives, so they always, cherish it, and they appreciate us that we have taken a, you can say, another step in order to make someone's life more better. So when we showed that love and respect towards him, even we are getting the same thing in return. Means he also loves
yes.
us, he also identifies us that we are his family member, and he also gives us the same love back. So I feel that this thing should be like, those who can manage to have an abandoned animal in their homes, definitely they should do this. This is a must have thing, and this makes us more human. Actually, not more human, this makes us human also. And this
Yeah.
connects us with the, you can say, a better perspective towards the vision of life. So fine. Now, I would like to give you a short feedback, whatever discussion we have had. I must say that you have, tried your best to express your ideas, and the way you talked to me today was, you were looking confident. Actually, you were looking confident. You shared to share your ideas in a fully fledged manner, and I'm really happy to see your performance in the first session itself. Moreover, when we will be moving towards consequent sessions, your fluency, your selection of words, as well as sometimes I feel that your sentence structures can improve. You can use better linkers or connectors. Jesse, you can use, for example, you can use whenever you're trying to give an example. So instead of example, you can say for instance. Whenever you're trying to use and, let's say, so you can use over there moreover, however, these words. So if you will be adding on these words, definitely your speech will become more better, and you can say more connected with the themes you are already discussing. So this was my feedback for you in short. If you have any doubts or questions, you can let me know. I will be happy to resolve them.
First of all, I really I want to ask you, actually, ma'am, am as a coach, so like
Ah,
my
it's
voice is completely dull. So I would like to ask you that, like, as a session, how it will go like session, like, as you will give me a homework also that you have to complete towards the session about the session, like the which you will ask me in a session, or like it will go like simple for all this.
See, talking about home assignments, so I can definitely share you a home assignment. I will definitely assign you a theme or topic about which you will have to discuss in the next session for 2 to 4 minutes. First thing we can do that. And then what was your next question? Second question, what was it? Okay, okay, no worries. So you were talking about that how we will go in the next sessions. So as of now, in the
Yeah,
next session also we will have some discussion about any given theme. Depends on that day. Yeah, it depends on that day, so we will have such discussions in the next session also. Also, I have various themes. Uske according, I can do some short questions, long questions. We can also attempt and we can also go for sentence framing exercises in the next session. So, when we are doing sentence framing exercises, we get a better room to make better sentences, long sentences, and well connected and structured sentences. So, we can go with that in the upcoming session also. Okay, so Abhi,
yes.
like, let's keep this conversation up to now.
Yeah.
All right, ठीक है.
Okay,
तो
ma'am. Like I want to say something.
हाँ.
Actually, like initially when I started talking with you, in like initial phase in this session, so I was completely nervous and like I didn't know how to use the words, and I was nervous at all.
Hmm.
Not at all. I was completely nervous. Like my heartbeat was like it was beating fast, and
Okay.
so like when the conversation gradually passed, so I started calming myself, and then in the middle of the conversation, I was really confident, and like I thought when you asked me about the state dogs and those things, at that time I was collecting the I was arranging what I can call the strength to speak and to be calm while speaking.
Okay. Could you just repeat the last line? I was not able to understand that clearly.
Like what you asked me in the session about the street dogs and to be humanist and like, we must
Yes.
be sensible. At that time, I was at myself and I was confident about talking. I
Yes.
was not nervous at that time.
Yeah, that is something where you were able to relate, right? That was a relatable theme for you. That's why. Right.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fine. So, all right. So, I would expect that in the coming session, in the next session, please talk something about your village or from about your hometown. Where are you from? You can add points such as what is the name of your hometown, what